Hello, how are you? Today I brought a wonderful recipe for you if you're dealing with a bloated stomach, having difficulty with digestion, feeling like everything is kind of stuck there. Many people suffer from intestinal constipation, have difficulty with bowel movements, and really struggle to evacuate and eliminate waste. So I prepared this wonderful recipe for you because besides everything, it is very cheap and tastes delicious. You will love it for sure. It's 100% natural. It's not good to keep taking laxative medicine because it ruins the intestinal flora. Stay until the end. You won't want to miss it. First of all, if you are new, welcome. Take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. I have a new video every day, a new recipe every day. I have many tips here to improve your intestines, improve your health. You won't want to miss them. Let's start our recipe, remembering that all these ingredients will be listed below in the description with the correct quantities, nutritional information, and related videos about them and other videos to improve your intestines, your belly, your health. Let's start our recipe. The first ingredient I'm going to add here to blend to make everything easier is water, of course. And I have to remind you that when we start consuming ingredients that will help the proper functioning of intestinal transit, in other words, more fiber, it is very important that you drink more water throughout your day. I'll add a little here, but you need to keep drinking plenty of water throughout the day between meals to hydrate these extra fibers you're consuming. Otherwise, it ends up having the opposite effect. It can clog everything because the fiber becomes dry in the intestines, so always drink plenty of water. Another ingredient I'm going to add here is flaxseed. It's always interesting to use whole flaxseed because that way the healthy fats inside it, which are the precursors of omega-3, will still be bioavailable for use. When we buy flaxseed already, ground flaxseed meal, it ends up oxidizing. So it gives that bitter taste which people don't like, kind of rancid, because the healthy fat oxidized and you lose the beneficial property of that omega-3 precursor. It won't have a strong flaxseed taste because I'm using the whole seed. That's a nice tip. Remember that flaxseed is a great source of fiber and fats, and all of this will help improve your intestinal transit. Fiber and fat always help the intestines function better. Fiber, due to its presence, makes the stool noticeable because it expands and signals the vagus nerve to contract, perform peristalsis, and fat because it makes the stool more moist and softer for you to evacuate. Many people who suffer from constipation are afraid to go to the bathroom to evacuate because it hurts, and when the stool is softer, it facilitates this elimination. I have here papaya, which is a classic in these recipes since our childhood, and for good reason because papaya has a lot of fiber, soluble fibers, which will help the proper intestinal transit. Besides giving a super good taste to the smoothie, it becomes sweet, so there's no need to add sugar. Remember that sugar is very bad for our intestines. Many people who have constipation consume a lot of sugar and have never made this correlation. See if this isn't happening to you. I will use coconut milk not only for its wonderful flavor, but also because it is naturally a source of fat, and we want to moisten the stools, making them softer so they can be eliminated more easily. I will add dried plums here. I have a video talking about how dried fruit can lead to weight gain and how dried fruit is risky in a diet, like raisins, plums, dates, because they have a lot of carbohydrates and naturally present sugar. But it's all about the quantity you consume. You saw that I added one dried plum here. It's also about what you combine it with. I'm adding flaxseed, I'm adding coconut milk, which will slow down its absorption. So in nutrition, it's all about knowing how to combine foods to get their benefits, right? And I'm going to add ginger here. Ginger is optional. If you have any contraindications or don't like it, you don't need to add it. But we know that people with chronic constipation usually have a lot of gas because things get stuck there and start fermenting, often resulting in foul-smelling gases, actual flatulence, and ginger helps to eliminate these gases. It's very good. If you're making it for a child or if you have any restrictions, you don't need to add it, or you can add a small piece. Let's blend it here then. I say this not because it's harmful to children, but because the flavor becomes a bit more gingery and often they don't like it. And you can indeed offer it to children, to pregnant women, because it's natural, so there's no problem unless you have some specific contraindication. Let's blend it and I'll show you the consistency. Hold on. One very important thing to remember is that you should not strain this smoothie. because we need all those fibers we talked about here, and it won't do any good if you take it now and put it in a sieve to strain. So blend it well in your blender so there are no chunks. You notice that it's a very practical recipe with simple ingredients, but they are really very effective. Besides, it's a tasty combination, and you don't need any special blender to mix this. My blender is compact yet efficient and absolutely powerful. That's why I like it so much, but really any blender will work. What matters most is blending it well and ensuring it is mixed thoroughly so it's enjoyable and delightful to drink. What time should you consume this smoothie? You can have it in the morning, as it can be a quick breakfast, or you can have it as an afternoon snack. I don't really suggest you drink it before going to bed because depending on the person, you might have a reflex to evacuate in the middle of the night, and it's kind of annoying to have to get up to evacuate at night. It's not pleasant. So morning is a good time, and mid-afternoon also works well. Regarding quantity, some people want to drink 2 of these smoothies a day to help with going to the bathroom. I don't suggest you do that because it is very potent and you might feel an overwhelming urge to go to the bathroom, that uncontrollable feeling. It's not necessary. The ingredients, quantities, and nutritional information will be listed below. So if you need to increase or decrease the amount of any ingredient, you have that flexibility according to your needs. So you can take it once a day and you have other options. Some people ask me if they can take it every day. Actually, you can because they are natural and healthy ingredients, but you don't need to. We know that it's very important to vary the foods we consume so you can get different vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. So I have other recipes for juices and smoothies for constipation here. I have a fruit jelly recipe to help with intestinal constipation, all natural. I have homemade laxative recipes that you can make in an emergency, always all natural here on the channel. Remember that senna tea is a terrible option. It destroys your intestinal flora. I have a video explaining more about it, so be careful because it can make the intestine dependent, and then you'll have a problem getting off it. You'll become conditioned to drinking senna tea. Go for natural alternatives. Juices and smoothies usually work well even the first time. People can take them and have a bowel movement, but if your stools have been very stagnant for many days, you might need to take them for 2 days. Take it for 1 day, drink plenty of water, eat well, and engage in physical activity, which is also good for the intestines. Then take it the next day as well, and it will work. And try not to stress too much because that also harms the intestines. Another common question is if you can substitute coconut milk with kefir. Yes, you can. Kefir is great for the intestines, and I have a video about it. Let me know below if you'll do it this way. Replace coconut milk with kefir or swap papaya for another fruit. Like the video as it helps me a lot, and share it with those who need it. Let's go together, you and I, to expand this chain of good and help more people, which is what I want here with the channel. Until next time, bye.